Hello everybody, thank you for being here. We're going to do a general reading for you guys today, see what comes out for the energy. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. I just saw the regrets card. So again, we're just going to get a general message. So this may or may not resonate for everybody. Let's see. Again, thanks for being here. So, you know what? Let me cut the deck again. I've done this off camera, but let's just do it one more time. We're going to get some of these oracle messages, and then we're going to go ahead and use the tarot. So what does the collective need to know? What are their messages today? What do they need to know? Okay, we've got, pardon me, whole, inner growth. So you could be going through some sort of transformation here. Going through some sort of inner change, growing internally. Maybe something major has shifted for you. What else? What's the energy? Family, security, lots of orange and beautiful coloring so far. So yeah, you could be really focused on, you know, the security of your family, whether the family is just you and your pets, or if it's you, yourself, and you, or building a family perhaps might be on your mind. You could be feeling like maybe you need to do some inner growth in order to be able to create security for a family. There's something going on. If you do have a family, it's just mentioning that you're really trying to build up the security for the family. What else? What else is part of this message for the collective? Okay, we've got spiritual awakening, realizations. So yeah, I feel like there's something that did happen that caused a spiritual awakening that is really pushing you to seek out inner growth, inner change. There's some sort of realization, maybe something occurred with family, in a family dynamic, or just your security in general. What else? Music, inspiration in reverse. Okay, so you could be maybe a musician or just somebody who really connects with music, but I feel like whatever you do in life, you are somebody who's easily inspired by music. Maybe if you hear it, it builds the inspiration. I feel like your inspiration is feeling blocked at this time. We've got enemy, watch your back at the bottom of the deck. What else? What is this about? Let's get more here. What else? We've got relationship, connecting. It did want to flip out in reverse. That's interesting. Okay, so that's what we're going to take. Wow. We've got grave, no second chances. And we've got healing and releasing. Yeah, so something could have ended quite suddenly with the family, or some sort of financial security. Something here about your security. And I feel like you've lost the inspiration. You feel perhaps maybe like a little bit defeated by this energy. Maybe you've been trying to build up the security, and you're having a spiritual awakening to something here. It's like a realization hits you there. Sorry, bear with me here, guys. I'm gonna put this like this. You know what? Let's get one more. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to. I keep wanting to dig a little bit more. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Cups. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Now, this relationship connecting card did want to flip out in reverse, so it's possible that you're not connecting with somebody right now. You're not feeling inspired to. You're maybe doing some inner healing, inner work, releasing the past, releasing some sort of regrets. No second chances here. You know what? Let's cut this deck really quickly too. What does the collective need to know, spirit guides? What are the messages relating to these cards that we've pulled here today? Pardon me. Wow, the Lovers. Okay, so this is Gemini energy. There's something here with you and somebody that you are connecting with or are connecting with. Usually talks about making a choice, unity, commitment. There's definitely love in this connection. It says celebrate the love in your life. So I feel like you maybe had to make a choice in love. There's something about no second chances. Something is done. Something has ended. I feel like you're healing from this. So I don't know if somebody made a choice to leave this family or some sort of security that you had. I'm really heavily getting that it's a love connection here, okay? What else? The Fool, yeah. So that ending brings in a new beginning. This is card number 0. This is telling you to let go of something. Okay, this is Aries or Aquarius energy. Some people look at it as Aries, but because it's a new beginning, it's a new start. This is you spreading your wings and flying, just taking a leap off this this cliff that leads to the unknown. It's like you have all this curiosity. There's some sort of potential that you can see. I feel like you've had a spiritual awakening of some kind that tells you to just let it go, heal, release what needs to be released so you can absorb this spiritual enlightenment, these realizations, so that perhaps you can connect. I feel like this relationship connecting is like a side energy here, especially the way it's kind of just sitting on its own here. What else? I feel like there's somebody who made you, whoa, the 10 of Cups in reverse. So the 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. You could have been married with this person. This could have been somebody you shared a long-term commitment with. You could even have children with them. These two cards, family and the 10 of Cups, are kind of the same thing. The fact that it came in reverse, there's some sort of breakup here, okay? Whether it was a breakup of the family, a breakup of a marriage, there's, you know, just, it's kind of a sad ending here. A lot of quiet energy. I feel like it's come to an end. There's no second chances. You're trying to release this. It's kind of a pity. Like there's this dysfunction between the family or between the two lovers that have broken this connection. And in between is the Fool. It's telling you to let it go. It's telling you to accept this dissipation, like just let it go. There's this awareness that has hit you here. Wow. What's this in the current energy, please? The Emperor, Aries energy. So I could be getting one of two things here. This person could have been quite controlling in this connection. They could have tried to rule over your decisions, rule over your life. There's some sort of control here. If not, it could be telling me that you need to step up in this Aries Emperor energy to own your own space with confidence, okay? Perhaps maybe this person was very controlling over, you know, the marriage or the family, and it was something that broke the two of you apart. There could have been a lot of arguments, and I feel like it's telling you here to own your own space, own it with confidence while you go into this this healing and releasing. Look at that. We've got two Pisces cards. We've got the 9 of Cups here. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. This is in the center of your reading. There's something here that you're going to achieve with this Emperor energy, where you break free from an Emperor and you take on that Emperor role. Don't worry about the gender. There's some sort of freeing here, a release that allows you to really connect with spirit. I feel like the spiritual awakening is the same here. It's like your mind has opened up to something and you're trusting in the universe here. You're really, really trusting in whatever realization you have here. And you show up in the Queen of Cups energy here. Be open to receive the healing and nurturing that you need. Yeah. So whatever achievements, whatever, this person could have been quite selfish. And I feel like that could have really almost like traumatized you in some way. Like you were so giving, you were so willing to give them the shirt off your back, do anything for this person. You were their security, I feel like. I feel like you put your inner growth on hold. Yeah, look how much you invested. You invested and invested. This is Taurus energy. You planned, you tried to make plans with this person to see something grow. I feel like you look back on all those investments you've made, whether it was your time, your money, your energy, and I feel like you're remembering how much work it took, and still there was no results. The results were not healthy, at least. But with this Queen of Cups, I see you here really trying to get into this softer feminine energy here. Try to show compassion for yourself. Try to stay calm. Try to receive love, not be shut off. You know, the Queen of Cups here, her cup is closed. She's looking at it. It's got a lid on it. So I feel like it's really encouraging you to open up your heart, release the pain, release the disappointments, okay? And it's just really reiterating to keep that good nature about yourself. Don't let somebody change who you are to harden your exterior. If somebody made a choice to leave you for someone else or something, there was some sort of choice made here. I don't know if it was you or them, but there's no second chances. Let's see, what else? What's in the near future? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you, and don't worry about the gender again, guys, but this is somebody who's been a motherly figure. I feel like you're taking on this motherly role, this, let's see if I can get a little bit more here of the card. There's this energy that you show up with in the near future, talking about that stability, that security. It's like you're focusing on your home, your own family, your success, the abundance that you've received from all these achievements, this emotional fulfillment that you've created for yourself. You earned something here. It's in the center of your reading. It's a wish fulfillment. Okay, you've opened up your mind with spirituality that has allowed you to accept happiness, accept this freedom that the Fool brings in here. And I feel like it allows you to really focus on your own stability, your own foundation that you need to rest on. Wow, yeah, building your own home back up. We've got Aries energy here with the Four of Wands. This is usually talking about a marriage, a graduation, some sort of celebratory energy. There's stability here in the home. And I feel like it's a big milestone for you. Whatever you've literally gone through a spiritual awakening. You could have even connected with somebody who gave you some really good advice. But I feel like the advice that you had was within you all along. As that Virgo hermit energy. You could have been disconnected from others for a while. You could have been feeling, again, disconnected inspiration-wise, like maybe you couldn't get back that exciting energy that you, or creative energy that you might have had in the past. Let's see, what else is in the near future? Wow, the Ten of Pentacles. You guys got somebody here coming to build the Ten of Pentacles with you. This is Virgo energy. Look at you. You're the queen sitting in that castle there. And you're waiting for the King of Pentacles to show up. The energy is here. I feel like this is everything that you've worked hard for. It's like a legacy. It's inheritance. It's that security that you've been trying to solidify. There's some sort of pinnacle of success. Like, look how it falls under this line here. You take a risk to start over. You get some sort of emotional fulfillment through this spiritual awakening. And it brings in the Ten of Pentacles. This is success. This is legacy. This is a family, a home, stability, security. And it comes in with this wish fulfillment. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is unconditional love. This is a new friendship. This is a new love. This is a new connection. I feel like this comes in perhaps when you least expect it. Sorry about the noise outside. There's somebody, of course, making a lot of noise, like they always do. People come here and they just like go through the dumpsters and they kind of just go through all the stuff and take what they want. They break the metal pieces down. Anyways, to each their own. Everybody's got to survive. What is, okay, Eight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy here. This is telling you to take action on your ideas. Life is moving fast, okay? So something is going to pick up speed here. There's something that really starts to gain momentum. There's a major change. There's some sort of boldness that comes in with this security. There's something here. Okay, so we've got Aquarius energy with the 7 of Swords and more Pisces energy, pardon me, with the 8 of Cups. I feel like because we're seeing this no second chances card, this may be telling me here that you're going to receive messages from this person that you may be disconnected from. Once they see you kind of back on your own stability, back on your security, back on your own success, they may send you a message asking for a second chance. There's something here about no second chances. This person comes towards you with deceit. They're dishonest. They betray you. They're being very strategic and tricky. This person is not confident at all that you'll accept them. I feel like they know that you're on this new journey. This person is feeling the separation. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more. What's the Lovers card? What's this choice between the two lovers here? I'm going to try and speed it up a bit. Let's see. What's the Lovers? The 2 of Swords, Libra energy. Yeah. So a choice needed to be made here. This is just a reiteration here that a choice was made, okay, between, you could have been dealing with a Libra or a Gemini, or that could be your sign. There's some sort of inner choice that needed to be made here. And I feel like that's what that inner growth, that realization is produced from. I feel like there was some sort of stalling. There was indecision here to make a choice. There was no peace in this connection. It was like at a stalemate. I feel like you could have learned some sort of information that you didn't want to see at first. You were blocked off to hearing some information about this connection. It could have been a painful truth, but there's a choice that needed to be made. A decision was made. Look, the King of Pentacles. Wow. You see how they're showing up here? Maybe this is telling me you build the 10 of Pentacles on your own. This person stepped out on this connection. What's the Fool? They're showing up later. They're not showing up when you need them. What's the Fool? So I feel like you might have made the decision to walk away. You let it go. You spread your wings and tried to fly for a new, pardon me. 22 could be significant. We've got Capricorn energy. You needed to find balance in your life to build this success again. I feel like you were successful before, but this was maybe only successful because of yourself. There's some sort of, again, this could be a decision. And I feel like you were going through emotional roller coaster here, trying to make this choice to, you know, decide which way you wanted to go. You were trying to balance things in your life. Things were very difficult here, but I feel like you make the choice to jump off that, not quite literally, but to move off that cliff there and jump into the unknown. Yeah, you guys could have had a lot of heated arguments. There could have been aggressive energy here with the Aquarius 5 of Swords. This person gave you a lot of anxiety. I feel like they self-sabotaged themselves, but also sabotaged this relationship. They could have had a third party. With that Lovers card, it can often talk about temptation from an outside force from that connection. What's the 10 of Cups in reverse? Yeah, the King of Cups. You had a lot of love for this person, but I feel like this person, this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. You needed to think about yourself here. I feel like you're very stable in your emotions, even though it was an emotional roller coaster. You had to show up in this masculine energy, okay? Even though you had a lot of deep emotion for this person, for this connection, for this marriage, whatever it was, you needed to remove yourself. The King of Cups stands in this card, in the 10 of Cups. The King and the Queen are both there. But I feel like you needed to support yourself. You couldn't continue to support and carry this load. There was disharmony here, okay? It was a pity. I feel like this person didn't show up. They maybe hid their feelings from you. They weren't emotionally expressive. I feel like you tried to really stay calm, and you could have felt like this was ending even before it actually ended. But you take that leap of faith here. You try to control your emotions when you leave. I don't know if you guys can see all these cards or not. Yeah, you look for that new beginning. You look for the will to create something new for yourself, to get the strength to do something again. This is a new beginning. Look at that, the Tower. This is an unexpected collapse, okay? This could have destroyed your whole reality of, or your perception of your reality. I feel like there was some sort of realization. It was just an unexpected realization that hit you, and it caused this home to crumble, this connection, this family. There was just too much done. There was some sort of reality check there that caused it to come down. I feel like you offered them maybe, you know, another chance, and they just juggled you, so you turned your back on them. What's the Emperor? This person may try to come in the current energy to control you, to try and control you from leaving, stop you from leaving. It's the Emperor, but it's telling you to own your own space. You need to be the Emperor. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah. Okay, this is heavily coming up as their energy, guys. This is somebody who was in the Ten of Pentacles with you, okay? They're showing up in reverse. They were somebody who liked to control your finances. They like to control you. They like to control the household, the security of the household. I feel like they were very manipulative. They could have been very cheap and stingy with their time, their resources, their energy. They don't like that they've lost control of you. They don't like that they've lost control of this home, this family. Yeah, they're stressing about it. Gemini energy with the Nine of Swords. They're filled with anxiety here, okay? They're having sleepless nights. They're trying to play the victim here, and that's a manipulation. Don't fall for it, okay? Yeah, this realization has allowed you to step out of this anxiety and worry. It's like you're feeling free here with the Sun card, Leo energy, and this person's stuck in their head. And I see you with the abundance. You've got the wish fulfillment here. You've got everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. Okay, you had to take a high risk here. You trusted in the universe. You had a spiritual realization here. What's the Nine of Cups? What's the wish fulfillment for the collective? In the center of your reading, it's a major card that you need to pay attention to. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Wands. Okay, we've got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy showing up. You've built up this confidence here, okay? Something that you trusted in with the universe. You trusted your mind, you trusted in your manifestations, you trusted in your will to create with the universe. And it built you back up. It built you in this confident Queen of Wands energy. Okay, there's pure success here. This is somebody who's very passionate, very adaptable. You've had to adapt to quite a bit, but you've built up your own stability here. Okay, you've been a steady force. You're not letting this Emperor control your outcome. And I see you with the Queen of Cups. You've made a choice. You've made a decision here to answer the call. Okay, you've had this awakening. It's like this rejuvenation of your soul. Okay, you come back as the Queen of Cups. You were here as the King of Cups. You were showing them a little bit less of your emotions because they weren't giving to this connection. And you're remembering that you have love in you, okay? You're just not going to maybe open up to others right now in love, but you're being encouraged here, okay, to keep that calm, imaginative, inspired energy. The Queen of Cups comes, you know, once you've been able to build up that confidence again, you can kind of relax and say, I've made it. I can really, you know, give myself that self-love, that healing, appreciate how far I've gone, how far I've come. And look at you turning into the Queen of Pentacles next. Yeah, you've made a judgment call. You had this awakening. Pardon me. Page of Pentacles. I feel like this person's going to come towards you and try and offer you another opportunity to try and build this up again. You're going to tell them no second chances. They're coming in with page energy. They're not even serious. What's this Queen of Cups? I feel like your heart's a little closed off here. You're trying to keep it open. I feel like you're trusting in the universe. Oh my gosh. I was going to say, we just needed the Queen of Swords to make you the Empress, but you're the Empress. It's like you skipped talking to them. In this energy here, the Queen of Swords didn't show up. She's done talking. You're showing up as the Empress. Be happy with the results of your actions. You made a decision. You made a choice, okay, to let go. And there's something new that you're building for yourself here. It's a development to create with the universe, to create something new for yourself and to find that self-love again, right? To heal. And I feel like this is what calls in this new connection. Look at the Death card. There's an old transformation, a cycle is ending here. This transformation, Scorpio energy, this is something that was required for you to excel to the next level. Look at them. They keep coming towards you. It's like you're moving on and they're coming up behind you saying, but give me another chance. Let me try this one more time. And they come in quite passionately, but they keep coming up as a page. This is somebody who's a free spirit, somebody who doesn't like to make plans. They're very, even though they're controlling, and the Emperor does make plans, and so does the King of Pentacles, they're not the Emperor in the right means of being an Emperor. Okay, they do it for the control. They do it to have somebody under their thumb. Let's see, what's this Empress? I feel like you're going to be creating something here. Your inspiration is going to come back once you release something. Release this person from your energy. What's the Empress? What are you creating? So, wow. 3 of Wands. You're creating something that's bringing in some sort of new fiery energy. It's like you may be even calling love in. It came in reverse, which can talk about delays. And I feel like that makes sense because your cup is closed here. So I feel like there's some sort of delay with receiving new love. So you focus on your stability. You continue to focus on building your home. Yeah, you could be still healing. Okay, the grief, the loss, mourning this. Yeah, look at 5/5 could be significant. May 5th could be significant. 10 could be significant. There's a lot of arguments still that you think back about. It's like you're playing it over in your head. This person could even be talking to other people about this disconnection, this separation. What's the Queen of Pentacles? I see you focusing on your home, focusing on your family, focusing on your well-being with that Empress card. Yeah, look at that. The 4 of Wands. You're focusing on building up your home again, building up your stability. You're going to celebrate something here, and it's a legacy that you're creating for yourself. There's some sort of cleverness about you, okay, that you don't really share with community. You maybe keep it to yourself. You're kind of aloof to love right now. It's like you're just focusing on that pentacle, that security. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. Guard against deceit and concealment. You have to be careful. If somebody tries to come, I feel like this is that energy again. They could be trying to manipulate you. This person has a really low self-esteem. They could even be spreading lies, pardon me, to others about you and how you've built this stability for yourself. Look at that. This person's super hurt. Libra energy with the 3 of Swords and the Death card, Scorpio energy again. This person is having a very hard time accepting that this is done. I feel like they are spreading false lies about you in the community or to family about how you rebuilt your life, how you've built your stability. They could even be talking about how you might have been too controlling in the household that you shared with them. I feel like it's a lot of gossip. It's a lot of rumors that they're creating because they're hurt, they're bitter. They're not accepting the fact that you broke their heart, even though they could have been the one to break your heart, right? I'm sensing a third-party energy here. And third party could even be, you know, that they maybe just spent too much time with friends, work, gaming, whatever the case may be. What's the 8 of Wands here? I feel like you're going to hear a lot about this through the grapevine, or if you guys have, like, mutual friends, I feel like it's gonna come back to you, whatever lies this person is spreading. What's the 8 of Wands? Yeah, look at that. The devil, Capricorn energy. This person is trying to leave you stuck. They're trying to keep you stuck to them. You can see the two people are chained there. This person's going to be spreading a lot of gossip, a lot of lies, a lot of misinformation, a lot of dishonesty that they're spreading here. I feel like they're obsessed over this situation. They're wanting to keep you chained emotionally, not just physically. They don't want to just control you to keep you in this house or whatever it is. They want to play with your mind here. They want you to feel powerless again. But look at you. You're showing up with this victory, Leo energy, with the Six of Wands. You've earned every bit of your success. You're somebody who went with confidence, and you're having public recognition. I feel like you're standing in their face saying, you can say all the things you want. It's not going to affect me or my success. There's no second chances. You've hurt me too much. Yeah. You're no longer up in your head about this. You're no longer sacrificing your sleep over this person. I want to see, what's this connecting? What's this relationship? There's something here new that's coming in. I'm getting a new relationship for you. Wow. New relationship with yourself, perhaps. 9 of Pentacles. Enjoy the results of all your hard work. This is an accomplishment. We've got the 9 of Cups in the center of your reading. I feel like this could be you connecting with yourself. Virgo energy. There's some sort of satisfaction that you feel on your own here. Let's get more. You're definitely making new plans. You could be planning to travel. Look at this. There's some sort of realization that comes in about this home that you shared with somebody. Let's see. What's this relationship connecting? 6 of Swords. Aquarius energy. There's some sort of new journey that you're going to be embarking on. You could be traveling towards the water. You're just looking for calmer environment, to be honest. But I feel like you do some sort of deeper thinking here. Could be thinking about the past of this tower, that realization that hit you. How you really stuck it out. You really tried to make it work. Don't feel guilty, guys. I'm sensing this kind of stuck energy with that devil card of this person trying to make you feel guilty for the choice that you made. You need to release that guilt. You need to remember there's no second chances because you've probably given this person multiple chances. Look for what's hidden. Yeah, I feel like you're looking for answers to go in this new direction. What's this relationship connecting? I'm heavily getting that it's you connecting with yourself, but yeah, it is. It's you connecting with yourself. Realizing that the truth is better than a soft lie, okay? This is your justice. Heavy Libra energy showing up here. There's some sort of clarity, truth, Pisces, Cancer energy with the High Priestess. Okay, trust your own intuition. Trust your own counsel. You're reconnecting with yourself here. Okay, you're trusting this spirituality that you've embarked on. There's some sort of inner knowing that you've always had. Okay, this change, this wisdom that's come with sound judgment, it leads you into the pentacle of success. You're building a relationship with yourself here, with that High Priestess. You're reconnecting with who you used to be, and you're embracing the pain that you've had to go through, okay, the bitter truth, the heartbreak. And that truth is bringing in clarity. It's bringing in fairness. It's bringing in balance. It's bringing in karma. Okay, this is the need to balance your priorities so that you can remember who you are, who's most important, okay? If you have children with this person, you need to reconnect with yourself, to lift yourself back up, to heal and release so that you can be there for the children. Yeah, Chariot, Cancer energy. You have success in the face of difficulty. You've had to leave a home behind. You've had to, and if you haven't done this yet, pardon me, guys. If you haven't done this yet, it's talking about focusing on that direction. Okay, persevere, concentrate on getting out of whatever is not healthy or toxic. If somebody's trying to control you in a really negative way. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope that resonated. If you liked that message, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.